Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Wildflower Carm and I'm coming at you guys today with another hair video. So if you haven't noticed yet, I normally upload hair videos every Saturday. And to be honest, doing one a week is kind of challenging sometimes because I don't always have things prepared, or like I could do a styling video but maybe sometimes it's not time to style my hair. But today I have a really good topic to talk to you guys about. My sides are still shaved, but I need a haircut, so I just kind of slicked them down so it looks decent. Put a little bun up here, whatever. So if you've watched my videos, you guys have heard me talk about my struggle edge or whatever, and I usually say that this is my struggle edge. And as you guys can see, I have them slicked down today so they don't look so bad. But over the last couple of months, maybe even like the last year, I've noticed that the edges of my hair have been a lot weaker, a lot more fragile and stuff like that. If y'all know me, I'm a proponent of taking care of your hair and doing preventative measures so that your hair doesn't get super damaged. I say things like cut the knots out of your hair instead of ripping them out, even though I don't always do that. Make sure you're careful with how you take your twist down. And one of the things that I'm always harping on y'all about, or if you log onto these videos, you will see that I always have on my trusty, dusty bonnet. And I'm telling everybody and their mama, like, yo, make sure you wear your bonnet to sleep or whatever. Make sure you wear your bonnet when you're taking a nap. Make sure you wear your bonnet during long car rides because your hair can be like rubbing up against the back of the seat. Like, I am just like, miss, wear your bonnet. I have been around people before and we falling asleep or whatever, and like friends and stuff like that, and I like reach over and take their bonnet if I'm at their house and they have one, and I slide it on their head. Like, I don't play about the bonnet life. As I've noticed that my edges have gotten thinner, I noticed that on some of the mornings where they seemed particularly just fragile, that I would wake up and my bonnet would be on my head like this. And I started thinking like I wonder, could it have something to do with my bonnet? And I'm like, no, you know, like, I don't think so. Somebody else will be talking about this. And so just last night, guys, I finally was like, well, let me Google this and see if anybody else has something to say. Because once again, I noticed that this elastic rubber bandy part, although it is kind of soft, it's not super soft. And I noticed that it hits right at the edges of my hair. So I Googled it last night, and a few articles popped up about how women were saying that they really felt like the culprit for what was thinning or damaging their edges was the elastic part around their bonnet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'm onto something. Obviously, I haven't had enough time to test this theory. But last night, what I decided to do, instead of putting on my bonnet, I decided to wrap my hair up with a silk scarf, because then, even though it's tied around the edges of my hair, there's nothing continually rubbing it. And this is a lot softer than the elastic rubber band part of this is. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to do an experiment. And for the next, I'm going to say 3 months, because I feel like 3 months is like a substantial... Sorry, my hair's bothering me. A substantial amount of time to really test a theory. I don't think it's gonna happen overnight, but for the next 3 months, I'm gonna stop using this. I'm gonna stop using my bonnet, so that way this elastic rubber band thingy is not rubbing up against my edges. And I'm gonna tie my hair up with silk scarves. The scarf is prone to possibly slip off of your head. But what I'm gonna do is buffer that by making sure I'm sleeping on silk pillowcases as well. And in these next 3 months, you guys, I wanna see, do my edges get stronger? They're not transparent by any means. Like, they're not gone, but let me give you guys a closer look at them. So as you can see, like right here, it's kind of thin. Like right there is kind of thin. Here, my hairline itself is fine, but here it's like really thin, and over here it's thin. And the thing about my edges, when I'm doing my hair and it's not like, right now it's super moisturized, I got it slicked, and I know how to hide it very well, on top of the fact that my hair is usually parted and just down, so I don't see them a lot. But when I pull my hair back, I notice, like, man, like, these edges are like a lot thinner than they used to be. And I'm like, well, maybe it's because I've been stressed, because at one point I went through a season where I was super duper stressed, but I'm not in that place anymore, and I haven't been for quite some time. So then I was like, well, you know, maybe it's because I'm getting older. But like, I ain't that old. Like, So with that being said, I'm gonna do an experiment. Over the next 3 months, I'm gonna only tie my hair up with a silk scarf and sleep on silk pillowcases, and I really want to see do my edges grow back. And what I noticed, you guys, is that even in the parts where they are like a lot thinner, it's also just really weak right there. Like when I go to like grab the hair to do something, it's weak. And you know, putting tension on this part of your hair always could cause breakage or weakness, but I really don't do that a ton. My hair is mostly in a twist out. It's mostly out and down and free. Maybe towards the end of the week when it's time to wash it, I'll bun it or something. But even as far as like those flat twist styles or braids, I don't do that stuff hardly at all. I bet it's the bonnet. And so first of all, I want to apologize to you guys if I have pressed you to wear your bonnet, and if you've been noticing that your edges are thinning out or something like that, do the challenge with me. Like, get you a silk scarf, girl, guy, whoever you are, because I know guys want their edges too. I apologize if I've encouraged you to wear your bonnet because it might be snatching my edges, y'all, and I ain't about that life. Other than that, my hair, just small updates, it's doing okay. My scalp is still flipping out. Like, I don't know what's up. It just is. It just is not. It just don't want to act right now. But once again, I'm thankful that in the time that it has not been acting right, I don't have hair loss or anything. I mean, like I said, my edges have been a lot weaker and thinning, but I have a feeling that that's about to change. Okay. But what I will say is, like, I haven't had any other hair loss or anything like that. It's just been super flaky. Like, I noticed the last time I washed my hair, which was just a couple weeks ago, maybe not even 2 weeks yet, within 2 days, it was just like flakes coming off of my hair. Suffice it to say, you guys, my hair has been in a challenging season, if I'm being honest. I was just telling a friend last night, I'm not sure if I should cut it. And not like, you know, not like how I shave my sides. I don't think I would ever again cut all of my hair off unless I had to, because I just don't really like how I look with no hair. That's just me. I think TWAs are beautiful. I think shaved heads are beautiful on some people's faces. And if you want to rock it, hey, have at it. It's not cute on my face. I was thinking maybe cutting, I don't know, like a good 3 or 4, maybe even 5 inches off of it, like a substantial amount of hair, just saying goodbye and just seeing if it just does something different. I don't know. It's just been in a weird season. It's not, I don't know if I would call it unhealthy, because I'm doing all the things that you should do to keep your hair healthy. It's just acting really weird. Like, I don't know, my curls haven't been doing what I want them to do. They don't really last very long. My hair's been drier than normal. And even my ends, once again, they're doing that thing where when I'm like manipulating them, they like are snapping, and my hair just, overall, my hair just feels more fragile than it's ever felt before, and that's stressful. So I need to figure out what's going on. So I'm going to make the changes that I can make. And if I need to, I'll go to a dermatologist so he can make the changes that I can't make. I want you guys to stay tuned on this journey. Comment below if your hair has just ever gone through a season, honey, where it just was acting weird. And the thing about my hair, you guys, I know my hair so well, so I know when it's acting odd. I know when it's not doing what it normally does, because I've learned it so well. Only reason too why I'm hesitant to cut it is because it's almost to my butt. I surpassed my goal of waist length hair. It is solidly waist length now when I straighten it. But you guys, it's almost to my butt. And I really want it to be. And I know cutting, you know, inches upon inches of it off, I would have a longer journey ahead of me. I'll go ahead and give you guys a length check so you can see how long it's gotten. So if you guys can see, this is my where my waist starts, and this is my hair. It is to about here. So let's see, if I measure it with my fingers. It looks like it's about that far from my butt. It's 3.5, 4 inches or so. So it's not far. And sorry, I still have the London and Paris thing up there from when I did some vlogs for that. It's irrelevant at the moment. But yeah, it's like only this far from my butt. And I really want like butt length hair. But we'll have to see, because I would rather have healthy hair than butt length hair. So I'm gonna do what I can do. I want you guys to stay tuned. Comment below, like I said, and let me know if your hair has ever gone through a season and what kind of hair challenges you're having right now. And I'll try to see if I can address some of these things that I've overcome. So hopefully you guys stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon.